maybe you just said, "Hey, I'm tired of this old truck. I want a new truck." You found the where to buy it from. You did all the negotiations and all that fun stuff, and you sealed the deal and you got the new truck. You somehow, some way found a way to get that into your busy week and schedule. Now, let me ask you, when is the last time you found time for your plan? Chad Boyle here, Ascend FinTech Solutions. I am here with my smarter, better looking, younger. I know all the things you like to for me to call out here.
Yeah,
Go
keep them
ahead.
coming.
Yeah, this is my great taskmaster brother here, Corey. So Corey, say hi to everyone.
Hello, everyone.
All right, we are here. This is the best part of the week. We're talking about good stuff because what this stuff does is it makes you more money, and that's what we care about. So let's talk about building the plan, which is pillar 2, your 5-year financial roadmap, where you are, where you want to be, and how to get there. Like this slide points out, the urgency trap, that the loud problems always win. That's the people calling, warranty issues that you got to deal with, your team telling you that or following up with your team to get them to collect your receivables. Those are the problems that are always at hand, and cause you to put the plan to the wayside. So just like it says here, the future is quiet, so it waits, and it keeps waiting. Here's a good list of these things that keeps the future waiting. The days on fire. You got a truck or equipment that breaks down. Your crew can't get to the job. Sprinkler floods a patio. The customer's calling. Payroll. It's on Friday. The phone won't stop calling, or the phone won't stop ringing. Which that's a good thing. That is a good thing. We want that phone ringing. People wanting estimates and work done, and so you can get do your thing and get that done and cash and checks. That's what it's all about. So, but managing by fires and what's most urgent, this is what it's costing you, because this is something you need to recognize. So when you don't have that plan, you'll just take any job that walks in. So there's no like guiding principle to tell you like, yeah, that's something I want to do. No, you're just going to take it because you have capacity and you want to, hit your sales number for the month. When you don't have that plan, you're guessing on price. You never sat down to figure out, what does my margin need to be? Where do I need to take that margin in order to get my business where I want it to? And when you don't have that plan, it's hard to take time off. That whole plan that's in your head, when it's in your head, it's a little hard to measure against to know if you're on track. So it's hard to take that time off. So as it says here, you end up being the highest paid firefighter in your own company. And I think that's good to point out that when you don't have a plan and your team doesn't know the plan, then you're a team of firefighters. You just happen to be, hopefully, you're the highest paid firefighter in the company. And if you're not, then that's definitely something the plan can help you out with, and we can help you out with. So the plan is not a prediction. It's 3 simple questions answered with real numbers. Here's the 3 simple questions. Where are you today? Where do you want to be? And what moves will get you there? 3 simple questions. So question 1, where are you today? The real numbers, not the story you tell yourself. So you want to start with the truth. So where you are today, what is your true profit after you pay yourself a real wage? What is the cost for you to get one customer? How much money per crew or truck are you bringing in? And if cash or work stopped for 60 days, how much cash would you have? This is where pillar one pays off. You got the clean books, and you can't plan a trip if you don't know where you're starting from. I think we've said it on one of these lives before. Saying I heard once that if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. So question 2, where do you want to be? You need a clear target. It's your target. It doesn't matter the target. It's just what's important is that you have a target. So more or a lot or these ambiguous terms, that's not a target. 5 million in sales keeps only 6 cents for every dollar, and your business runs your life. That's when you don't have a target. But when you have a target, hey, I want to do 2.5 in sales, something specific that you can build off of, keeps 18 cents on the dollar, a business that, doesn't need you there every single day making every decision. So bigger isn't the goal, but better is. So just having that target, that's where the benefit comes in. So the real target, and really get specific around how much money you want coming in. So what is your revenue that you're targeting? And how much of that revenue do you want to keep? What do you want to put in your pocket after you've done all this work? You hit the margins that you wanted to hit. You paid your crew, you paid your overhead. Now you have the money that is going in your pocket that you can, take that vacation, buy that rental property, maybe start another business. What do you want your job to be in the business? Do you want to be out there, be kind of the superintendent, boots on the ground, or do you want to be in the office managing the team? And then one thing, you should always keep this in mind, that maybe one day you want to sell your company. So keep that in mind as a part of your targets. So you were pretty specific when we go back to that, refer back to the truck scenario. You knew that truck, you knew the model, the price. You were pretty specific about it. So be that clear about your life, your business, and the targets that you pick. Question 3, what moves get you there? Specific steps, year by year. So the 5-year roadmap. So as you can see, this is an example. So this is may not be for an exact plan for your business, but this is a great example. Year 1's the foundation. This is the clean books. You're paying yourself. You're checking your numbers. You know your numbers, and you're using those numbers to make good decisions and take action in your business that is moving it along this 5-year roadmap. Year 2 is margin. You're repricing your jobs. You're determining the work that you want to do, the work that maybe you don't like to do, or it doesn't make you as much money. Maybe you're not going to do that. Year 3 is about leverage, adding the crew, the numbers allow. You're hiring somebody to be your assistant or kind of be the project manager of the superintendents. Year 4 is scaling. So now you got the crew in place. Your numbers are where you want them. You're doing the work that you love and that is profitable for you. Now it's all about scaling that. And then that gets you to year 5 is a business that it's a real business. It doesn't rely on you to be there every day. And it's probably valuable to someone out there looking to buy a business. So talking about why the order matters, because each year builds off of each other. You that foundation work done in year one, you focus on the margins, and then you look to build the team and leverage that, and then you scale it. You don't want to scale if your margins aren't where you are, because all it is just a faster way to lose money. So each year pays for the next one. So guessing your way through it is why you can stall out. Just get the plan down, follow the plan, and basically you're stacking one block on top of each other 1 year at a time. So when you have a plan, here's what changes. So this is going to be probably different than kind of the current state that you're in, but you know your number. So you walk in you start every week knowing exactly what you're working toward. And you're starting every week, and because you're managing your business with this plan, you had a weekend where you were able to take time off. So you're starting that week on Monday knowing where you're going. You say no without the guilt. The wrong job is easy to turn down because it doesn't fit the plan. So this is a good point, because when you have a plan, not only does it tell you what you're going to do, but maybe more importantly, it also identifies what you're not going to do. So, and it gives your team clarity on what they should be doing and what they shouldn't be doing. And you should give your team power to say, if you're doing something and it's not part of the plan, you need to raise your hand and have that team member should tell you that they're spending time on something that is not driving towards your targets. So when you have that plan, you're able to take that vacation, and the plan survives the fire. You put it out, then step right back into the plan. So the honest truth, you can do this yourself. We gave you the 3 simple questions. Just like the truck, all you got to do is sit down, take the time, focus on it. But most owners really won't, because the fires, they're always there, and they're loud. The urgent ones are loud. So our job and what we do with our clients is we help them by we hold the plan, so the fires that are going on around you, they won't burn that plan down, and we'll always come back to the plan. So if you want this plan built for your business, we'll walk you through the process and the steps. We'll map out where you are today, where you want to be, and we'll help you identify and size up the moves that will get you there. And this will all be built around actual real numbers that are captured accurately, timely, and correctly and consistently. So if you're interested in this, just book a free 30-minute call by going to go.ascendfts.com/calendar. And I think that covers Pillar 2, building the plan.